It's the IHSAA State Basketball Tournament on your home for local high school sports, 99 The Wave. I'm John Mowinkle coming to you from inside Casey Center. It's Class 2A quarterfinal action today. The first of two local games is about a half hour away from its opening tip-off. Top-seeded Kemper Catholic just got done defeating 8-seed Union 70-54, so the Kemper Knights have advanced to tomorrow's semifinal round, where they will await the winner of 5-seed Grundy Center against 4-seed Treynor. That one's scheduled to tip off at 12:15 p.m. and possibly a little later here inside Casey Center. But anyway, we've reached the pinnacle of the Iowa high school basketball season. Grundy Center is back here for the third consecutive year. But the last couple of seasons, they've bowed out in the first round of the state tournament. So they're looking to make a little bit more noise here in the first season under head coach Owen Thomas. The Spartans are 23-1 and had 3 victories in the tournament trail. They started with a 79-70 win at home over Pleasantville in a district semifinal, followed by a grinder of a 62-47 win over Van Meter in the district final. And then they took care of business against Beckman Catholic 56-44 in the sub-state final inside the McLeod Center. And that was over a week ago. That was all the way back on Saturday, February 28th. So the Class 2A teams here competing at the state tournament certainly have had a long time off since their last games, because Class 2A didn't get started until Wednesday here today. But that's the story for right now. So Grundy Center coming in 23-1 against 4-seed Treynor, who is 22-3. They are also here for the third consecutive season. They opened the postseason tournament with a 68-52 district semifinal victory over Red Oak. They defeated Ridgeview 59-45 in a district final, and then defeated Underwood 54-34 in the sub-state final in what was the third and final meeting of the season between Treynor and Underwood. They actually split the regular season series, but Treynor got the rubber match in the sub-state final. This is a team that's only turning it over about 9-ish times per game, so it's a team that has been very crisp throughout this season and shooting nearly 50% as a team. In fact, their entire starting lineup is all shooting 43% or better, so that's not too bad right there. Led in scoring by Alec Lovely with 17.4 points per game for the Treynor Cardinals, making their third consecutive state tournament appearance. And again, the winner of this one will advance to take on top-seeded Kemper Catholic in the semifinal, which is coming up tomorrow. Also in the tournament here today, the game after this one scheduled for 2 o'clock is 2-seed Unity Christian against 7-seed Western Christian. And then the final 2A quarterfinal is 6-seed Appleton Parkersburg taking on 3-seed Regina Catholic. The AP game will also air right here on 99 The Wave. That'll be at 3:45, probably a little bit after that, because they rarely are on schedule here at the state tournament. All right, I'm going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll play some interviews with the Grundy Center boys basketball team ahead of our opening tip-off, which still could be at 12:15. Looks like it'll probably be a little bit later than that at this point. But I'll be back with more pregame coverage here inside the Casey Center.
Did you know Murphy's does water softeners? That's right. Check with Murphy's Heating and Plumbing for water-right softeners and filtered drinking water systems for your home. Soft water is important for washing and bathing, and great-tasting drinking water. Well, everyone loves that. Get your water-right water softener or drinking water system today in Hampton at Murphy's. Also with water heaters, new toilets, furnace filters, and more in stock.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Dumont Telephone Company has been in business for over 120 years. Their 8-person staff has a combined total of over 135 years of experience providing high-quality service to the area. They currently provide broadband and streaming video services to several area communities in Butler and Franklin counties. Dumont Telephone Company is currently investing millions of dollars into the latest technology, fiber to the home, to make sure all rural residents have access to a high-quality broadband and streaming video services.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
It's the IHSAA State Basketball Tournament inside Casey Center, and we're about 20 minutes away from the opening tip-off of 5-seed Grundy Center against 4-seed Treynor. Got a chance to talk to Spartan head coach Owen Thomas about the season as a whole and about this upcoming state tournament matchup. So we will play a little bit of this interview right now. Things going on Radio on the Go Sports by Grundy Center boys basketball coach Owen Thomas as the Spartans get ready for a third consecutive trip to the state tournament. And Owen, I know you were on staff last year, but just thinking back to the start of this year, you coming in first-year head coach, how was that for you? Kind of getting into the swing of things here, leading your own program here this year.
Yeah, it was great. It's a nice blend of nervousness but yet excitement, and I think always felt welcome. That's kind of the big piece for me. You hear kind of the horror stories of coaches who don't have support from their administration or coaches who don't have parent support, and that couldn't be farther from the case for me. So just really grateful for the situation I've been put in, really grateful to have a fun group of guys. This is a team who likes to have a lot of fun, and I think with basketball it's kind of the key because it's a long season, and if the guys are miserable, you're not gonna have success. So. But yeah, I think we try to make basketball fun. We try to make it upbeat, but then at the same time, when it's time to get serious, when it's time to lock in and focus on what we're trying to do, they do a good job of being able to turn that on and off. And I think that kind of showed throughout the games this year, like tight games coming down the last 2 minutes when it's time to really focus and lock in. Not that you shouldn't be the whole game, but when we need someone to step up and make big plays, we always had that. Through 20 of the 21 or through 22 of the 23 games so far, we've had that. So yeah, these kids are competitors, they're athletes, and for me. Luckily enough to have a lot of coaching experience, a lot of great coaches around me. Worked next door to the previous coach, so whenever I had questions, and then our AD Matt Lindeman coaching the girls does a great job helping me out whenever I need it. So yeah, it's been fun. Like I said, a lot of similar to right now, a lot of nervousness, but yet a lot of excitement for the future, and I can't wait to see kind of it's already came to fruition, making it to state, something that a lot of people didn't have on their bingo card, but we got a lot of belief in ourselves here, and I think that belief can hopefully carry us to get a win or two down in Des Moines.
Yeah, and on kind of that same note, coming into the season, you knew you had a fair amount of minutes from, the graduating seniors from the year before to kind of make up and stuff like that. But what were kind of some of the expectations? What were some of those things going through your mind about the potential for this group, coming into this season?
Yeah, the expectations kind of started right away. June 1 is what I think back to because, I was fortunate enough, Coach Zinkula let me take over the Frost team right away when I joined. So grateful for him. But also, I was working with Jace Frisley every day and Blake Schroggy and then guys like Ethan Meester and Pete Lebo. And it started in the summer where, we don't have any varsity experience, so we're going to go play team camps. We're going to show up every day to practice. And credit to those guys. It'd be easy to say, oh, we're just out for basketball to have fun. It's not really our deal. It's not our sport. But credit to those guys. They showed up in the summer when, they'd probably rather be doing other things, but they took the time, showed up, and then we had a lot of player development this summer. Coach Best joining the staff. He showed up every day, and he does a great job with conditioning and strength stuff, but also just playing 4 years of college basketball. He has a lot of experience, and me and him together with our high school and college basketball experience, and you add Ras with all of his coaching experience, it's kind of a great trio to help develop players in the summer. And then I think that's kind of paying off in fruition here as we played all season because you have guys who a lot of people probably didn't expect to be putting up big numbers, do it pretty consistently on a nightly basis. So, that's something that I look to keep going. I think the summer development program is going to keep rolling strong. And then I've said it in a lot of interviews, but I'm looking forward to the future. We have great seniors, obviously. It's hard to replace those four, especially like naturally gifted wise. But I think just keeping developing our youth and keep developing our skill kids. And this can be not just a one-year thing. And just, my goal as a head coach is to be here for a long time and develop a program and kind of sustain this winning culture that's been developed at Grundy Center.
Mm-hmm. And I asked the guys about this as well, but, when it comes to looking back at this season, what would be some of the biggest learning moments that this team had, maybe some points of adversity that this team became a better team because of throughout the year?
Yeah, I think it goes back to the first game. We go in the locker room at halftime. I'll never forget December 2nd. We're at South Hardin, first game, coaching. I'm all nervous, and we're super unfunctional. We're running a whole new offense, and we hardly know how to execute any of our plays. And we go into halftime losing, and I'm kind of having this panic moment. But again, it's been kind of the talking point all season of our guys being winners. We came out and won that game. But to answer the question more thoroughly, learning experiences, we've had a lot of them, and we were lucky to kind of escape with wins out of learning experiences. You look at Columbus, we were losing the entire game, just would not commit to being physical. That's a very talented team, very big, strong team, and honestly, a lot of similarities to the team we're going to see on Wednesday with Treynor just being very athletic and strong. And so we're losing the entire game, and then last 15 seconds, Davey takes it to the hoop and makes a big shot, and then looking later on in the year, we're playing Waverly at home, and we're up 19 in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. Everyone's kind of on cruise control at that point, and all of a sudden they start making big shots, and we start turning the ball over and kind of melt down a little bit. It's a hard thing. It was kind of my first panic moment as a head coach, which kind of lucky it's not until game 10, but on the same foot, it's like we got to figure out what to do here, and they bring it all the way back to tied, and then Judd made an awesome corner three to kind of bail us out. But I think those moments during the season, and then partner that with playing in huge atmospheres like the AP game, sold out crowd, Union game, essentially sold out crowd. So we've kind of been in every situation you can be in as far as high school basketball standpoint, and I think that kind of battle testedness is what's going to help us have success on the big stage down in Des Moines.
And we've talked throughout the season at length about this being a very balanced team as far as the scoring and people knowing their roles and things like that. But on the defensive end, you guys are holding people to less than 50 points. I think it's 47, 48 points per game on the season. What have been some of the keys to success on the defensive end of the floor this season?
Yeah, I think defense is one thing you can control. I mean, coaches say it all the time, but defense travels. That's the truth. And we don't spend a ton of time on practice on defense because I know when it's time to turn it on in the game, our boys will bring the effort they need. And we're disciplined enough to where we can kind of rely on our athleticism to be in the spots we need to be, because that's one thing that, I don't care who we're playing against. Our athletes are going to match up well with their athletes. So we do a lot of different things systematically. We play a lot of zone, which is not necessarily normal for high schoolers, but I think at the pace we want to play, we have to trap the ball. We have to play up tempo, and I think that's brought us success throughout the whole year, especially because it's hard to prepare for that. You work on it in film, but you don't have, Judd on top of that press in film. You don't have 6'6" Slifer pushing you around, grabbing rebounds. You don't have Pete Lebo flying around on the bottom there. So, it's things you can work on, but teams kind of, from the time you're in third grade all the way till you're in high school, most teams play man-to-man, and we kind of changed that for us and play a lot of zone just to try to mix things up into, the big thing in basketball, you just want to use your strengths to your advantage. And so with the athletes we have, we play zone. We've been fortunate enough to, like you said, hold teams under 50 as an average all year. And I think that just comes from, one, holding teams to one shot every possession. We preach rebounding. Every single day in practice, we do a rebounding drill just because it's so important in basketball to have more possessions than the other team. When you start giving up offensive rebounds, you lose that advantage, and that's something that we harp on pretty good about. Coach Besh runs the rebounding drill at the beginning of practice every single day, and it's kind of the kids know that there's no reason that we shouldn't be getting the rebounds. Our expectations are that we get every single rebound, and so we've really done a great job of that all year.
Mm-hmm. On a little bit more of a personal note, you obviously had mentioned the AP game, you coaching against your dad back on Saturday night. I mean, you guys punch your ticket to the state tournament, and then AP punches theirs in the very next game. That had been a pretty cool day for you guys and your family, right?
Yeah, it's been an emotional roller coaster all year. All the nerves that you have throughout the year, but also like trying to take in all the memories at the same time. So many super cool experiences. Playing at AP, seeing all my childhood friends, all the people that in the community that I represented when I played for AP, and all the people that I'm close with, and then obviously. Coaching against my dad and my brother is something that I didn't know that if I'd ever do, and luckily the opportunity presented itself. And then not only that, but to have success through that and to make the memories with these seniors and this group of guys, I couldn't ask for a better group to make these memories with. I'm looking forward to 5-10 years down the line, not only reminiscing on this season with my dad and my brother, but also reminiscing with these guys because we've made so many cool experiences. Kind of the who's club at the beginning of the year, and we throw together a 20-1 regular season, trying to basically shock everybody. That's what we talked about all the time, and kind of taking that underdog mentality. And now, we have high expectations for ourselves, and now we're, we know that we're a talented basketball team, and it's not so much anymore of this. We're the underdog. We got something to prove, but more we're going to keep playing to the standard that we've been playing all year. We've shown we can do it in big moments like AP. Like, a couple wins at East Marshall, like against Denver, all those big games. We've shown we can do it. Now it's just time to translate that to the big stage in Des Moines. But looking back on this year, Saturday definitely one of the coolest experiences in my life. Walking out with the banner, and then just seeing my dad congratulating me, all the assistant coaches that coached me in high school congratulating me, and then just seeing that blend between the Grundy community and the AP community, but all cheering for our team. That was super cool to see, both at AP, but more importantly at the McLeod when everyone was kind of joined on the same side.
You bet. Just a few things left for you here. When it comes to this first round state tournament game against Treynor, what's your take on that matchup and what they're going to be bringing to the table here on Wednesday?
Yeah, you get down to the top 8 teams, and everyone's obviously really good. We got to be ready physically. That's going to be probably the most aggressive defensive team we've played all year on film. They play extremely emotional basketball, which is dangerous because when things go well for a team that plays like that, it goes really well. But on the same hand, when it rains, it pours. When things go bad, they usually tend to go bad. So we're going to do our best to control, kind of play at the speed we want to play. We struggle when teams slow us down a little bit. We like to play out in transition and use our speed. And so, very talented team. They have the lovely kid at point guard. He led their team last year on a state tournament team, and he's back. They got 4 seniors in their starting lineup that are all very experienced, all have played on the well floor, while we only have Davey played some minutes in the second half down there, but we really only have one kid that's played down there. So they might have a little more experience, but, our kids are tough. Our kids are gritty, and I think they're kind of excited and ready for the moment. They've done it their whole lives, and I think, what cooler way for these seniors to kind of put an end to their career on a win down on the Des Moines floor or two. So looking forward to watching those guys compete, but also just putting our younger guys. Everyone talks about these seniors being in big moments their whole career and talk about the state football championships. Well, this is now those sophomores, and you think about the juniors, this is their big moments to now look back on when they're seniors. So I'm excited. I think this is a good experience not only for our guys but for our coaches. Something cool that me and Besh and Ras can now have coached through, so then when it happens again, hopefully sooner than later, we've been through all this before. We know what to do and how to prepare our team for the state tournament. So really cool experience. No group I'd rather do it with, no community I'd rather do it with, and I'm excited for next Wednesday.
You bet. Not to jump the gun too much here, but the way the schedule's playing out with this year's state tournament, it could be a 3 games in 3 days type of scenario.
Yeah, yes.
What's your take on the prospect of that?
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, when I played down there, we played on a Monday, and then we played on Wednesday again in the semifinals. So, you get that day break, you get that practice in between. But we have a guy working Kemper for us, which is crazy. You don't want to look ahead. But, my goal as the head coach is that I want all my assistants, only having 2 assistants. We have to be all things Treynor right now. we can't look ahead. We got to just be prepared, and then we'll take, whatever it is, 30 hours before the next game, and we'll just take those. Hopefully this my person is making a good scouting report, and we're going to use it, and we're going to watch as much film as we can. But the biggest thing is getting the first one, and then after that, I think we're just going to rely heavily on our athletes. We're going to rely heavily on our depth. We got 3 very talented sophomores that come off the bench. And then looking even deeper than that, there's a reason our JV team only lost 3 games this year. They're talented kids as well, and they'd be playing varsity on a lot of schools in the state. So, if it comes to that, I'm confident in our guys 1 through 16. I'm confident everyone can play at that level. That's why they're dressed. That's why they're on our bench. And so it's going to be a gauntlet, especially if you can make it till Friday. Playing 3 games in 3 days, you don't really get that experience in high school. And then not to mention you're going to be playing 3 of the top, 8 teams in the state. So I'm excited. I, really, really hope, and it would be an awesome blessing if we can make it to Friday and actually experience that 3 games in 3 days. But like I said, it's about taking it 1 game at a time. We got to worry about Treynor right now. And then, if the cards fall how we want, we'll worry about Kemper those next 30 hours.
All right. Any final thoughts you'd like to share here today?
No, just excited. Would like to see everyone come out next Wednesday. We can't do it without the support of our students. They were huge at the McLeod Center, kind of creating that atmosphere. Our players really feed on their emotion and on the emotion of our crowd. And then, obviously got to think we've been more than blessed to have, every team meal covered this week, every goodie bags before we go to different things. And then, being able to practice at different facilities, not because we have to pay for it, but because people want to see us have success. It's a really cool thing about small town Iowa. Experienced it in Parkersburg, now experiencing it here. You got community members that genuinely care about you. They're not just donating from their business because it's a tax write-off or whatever it may be. They genuinely care about these kids, and they genuinely show up to everything, and they tell us, how much they're rooting for us, how much success they want us to have, and they're more than willing to help us out in anything we need. So, yeah, just very grateful for all the experiences this year, and hopefully we can go make a couple more.
All right, once again, that was Grundy Center boys basketball coach Owen Thomas. We'll have the introduction of the starting lineups and the opening tip-off next. Let's meet the starting lineups. First of all, for the designated away team, that would be Grundy Center. Number 2 is a 6'4" junior, Ethan Meester. Number 10 is a 5'10" senior, Braden Davey. Number 12 is a 6' senior, Judd Jarowski. Number 20 is a 6'1" senior, Pete Lebo. And number 40 is a 6'6" senior, Ryder Slifer. And now for the designated home team, the Treynor Cardinals out of the Western Iowa Conference. Number 2 is a 5'8" junior, Jude Miska. Number 3 is a 6' senior, Alec Lovely. Number 5 is a 5'8" sophomore, Riley Lawver. Number 10 is a 6'2" junior, Corbin Teen. And number 22 is a 5'7" sophomore, Ethan Hill. Head coach of the Cardinals is Scott Rucker. Head coach of the Spartans is Owen Thomas. Grundy Center is 23-1. Treynor is 22-3. Each team making their third consecutive appearance here at the state tournament. In fact, this is the last IHSAA state basketball tournament that's scheduled to be held here inside Casey Center. Starting next season, they'll be inside Hilton Coliseum in Ames. So one final go-around here in this beautiful facility in downtown Des Moines. And here come the Spartans out onto the court. Cardinals are just finishing up with their pregame huddle here. And the winner of this one will advance to tomorrow's semifinal against top seed Kemper Catholic, who took down Union earlier today. That'll be at 5:30 p.m. And if the Spartans advance, we'll have that for you right here on 99 The Wave. It'll be Slifer to jump it up in the center circle against Teen. The crowd here is on their feet. We're ready for some state tournament basketball here in the Class 2A quarterfinals inside Casey Center. Here comes the ref, and the ball is in the air. The opening tip-off is won by Treynor. Moving from left to right as I see it from my courtside broadcast location here inside Casey Center. They bounce to the free throw line. Here's Lovely, a catch-shoot jumper. Several bounces on the rim, and it's missed. Rebound scrambled around. It's picked up by Pete Lebo. And here come the Spartans from right to left as I see it down to the south end of the Casey Center floor. They bounce it to the high post. Slifer takes a hard shot from behind. Here comes a Judd Jarowski three-pointer. Nothing but net from the left corner, and the Spartans are off to a 3-0 lead. 7:25 to go here in this first quarter. Spartans 3, Cardinals 0. And we got a 10-second violation here against Treynor. They couldn't get it across half court in time. So the Spartans will get it back wearing the road black uniforms with maroon numbers and text and silver outlines. Treynor's in the home white uniforms with the red numbers and text. The numbers have narrow black outlines. 7:15 to go here in the first quarter. Spartans lead at 3-0 after a Judd Jarowski three-pointer, and they have the ball right now. A screen set by Slifer, top of the key. Here comes Davey, step back three, and that one's good. 6-0 Spartans here right out of the chute, 1 minute into the game. Putting Treynor really behind the 8 ball. And they'll lob it across half court here, down inside the post. Here's Miska, turnaround shot off the backboard and in, and Treynor is on the board at the 6:49 mark of the first quarter. Here come the Spartans looking for more. A 6-2 lead, a couple three-pointers, one apiece by Judd Jarowski and Braden Davey. Here's Jarowski, fake the shot, drives to the paint. And a kick to Meester, wing three. That one missed. Offensive board, Davey, tipped up in the air and taken away by Treynor. Miska across half court, he pivots around after terminating the dribble. Now it's Lovely with a team high 17.4 points per game. Into the paint, and we got a travel on Treynor. Riley Lawver ran into traffic, took a little bit of a stutter step, and turns it over. Spartans get it back here, 6:18 to go in this first quarter. Their only loss on the season was to fellow state tournament qualifier Union, who just fell to Kemper Catholic in the opener here in the 10:30 a.m. game. 2 minutes into this game, Davies got it top of the key, turns on the Jets, kicks to the corner as he stumbled to the ground. Jarowski, a one-arm pass, a little bit off target, but chased down by Meester, and they'll keep the possession alive. 10 to shoot. Here's a bounce underneath. Loose ball on the baseline, out of bounds to Treynor. Here with 5:49 to go in the first. Grundy Center 6, Treynor 2. And Treynor only has 3 losses on the season. 2 of them are losses that they actually avenged later on. One of them would be to Treynor Center and the other to Underwood. And the other one was against Bellevue West of Nebraska, which is a Omaha suburb. Here's a cross-court pass. It's caught by Miska. Miska turns around, now top of the key. Here comes a three-pointer just left of center. It's missed by Lovely, and the rebound goes to Lebo. By the way, Bellevue West is playing in the Nebraska State Tournament in Lincoln tonight in the quarterfinal round. So certainly all 3 of Treynor's losses are quality losses, if you will. Same with Grundy Center. That's pretty much the case for any state tournament team. Spartans, though, the lower seed, despite having a slightly better record. Inbounds pass goes to Slifer, almost got tipped away. 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. Still a 6-2 lead for Grundy Center, but they've kind of cooled down a little bit since that hot start with back-to-back threes. Here's a step-back 3 by Meester. That one missed. Rebound Treynor. Goes into the hands of Miska, and here they come across half court, trying to make it a one-possession game. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and a 6-2 lead for Grundy Center. I'll skip the pass to the near side now to the left. Into the paint and a kick out. Here comes a corner three-pointer. Missed short. Rebound, Jarofsky. Bauver missed the 3 for Treynor, and here comes Judd. Weaving down floor. Takes it down. Turns around, throws it back for Davey. It was a tip ball, but Davey with a catch. Step back 3. Braden Davey rims out. Tapped out of bounds by Treynor, and it'll stay with Grundy Center. They'll get a fresh 35-second shot clock as well. Owen Thomas sends in Jace Frisley to replace Ethan Meester here in the lineup. First substitution of the game. 4:32 to go here in the first quarter. Jarofsky to inbound. Looking. Still looking, and he heaves it in deep and finds Davey. Gets the catch here with 4.5 to go in the first. Still a 6-2 lead for Grundy Center. We've been stuck on that score here for a while. They're now 2 of 5 shooting for the game. Made their first 2, but missed their last 3. Here's Frisley, crossover dribble. He had a big game against Beckman in the sub-state final inside the McLeod Center. Davey with a kick out. Here's Frisley, looks at the bucket, thought about the 3, drives, runs into traffic. Now up top, it's Jarofsky, gets run into, and a foul called on Treynor. Ethan Hill leaps up into the air. And now he's got some blood on the side of his face. He's going to have to go to the bench and get that all squared away. So some heavy contact between him and Jarofsky. And Hill will head back to the locker room, get cleaned up. Spartans will inbound here with 4:05 to go in the first quarter. After they wipe up the floor. Next game today will be Unity Christian against Western Christian. Then the final 2A quarterfinal will be Appleton Parkersburg versus Iowa City Regina. That'll be at 3:45, also right here on 99 The Wave. 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the first quarter. Spartans lead at 6-2. Jarofsky in the paint. Into traffic once again. Taken down to the ground, and it's going to be a turnover. So Treynor will get it back. We're stuck at 6-2. Our last bucket was at the 6:51 mark. We're down to 3:46 right now. And just like that, Treynor connects with a drive to the bucket by Alec Lovely. Left side layup is in. That ends a 3-minute scoring drought for both teams. Tipped and stolen away by Treynor, and they went up for the dunk. Dane Gutau took a hard shot from behind by Braden Davey. Landed square on his back and is still sitting down on the floor. Now he gets back up. That was a hard fall. It looked like he went to gather and go up and dunk it. He's only 6'2". He'd have to have a lot of hops to do that. And it looks like they're going to get a technical foul here. So they're going to call an intentional foul on him, not a technical foul. And that'll be in free throws now for Dane Gutau of Treynor. With no one down to the blocks to rebound. He rattles down to first, making it 6-5 Grundy Center. And Treynor will shoot for the tie here with his next free throw. Grundy Center has been scoreless since the 7:07 mark of this first quarter. Second free throw rattled down through, and we are tied at 6 here with 3:31 to go in the first quarter. And now Treynor will have possession as well after the intentional foul on Braden Davey. Lovely inbound here from the baseline. Now Treynor will shoot for the lead. They bounce to the left block. Reverse layup high off the top of the backboard. Missed by Miska. And here comes Grundy Center back the other way. 6-6 tie. Down to 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. Jarofsky, a crossover dribble on the left side wing. Lost control of the ball and chases it out of bounds and turns it over to Treynor. It was a hot start for Grundy Center, but now things are trending in Treynor's direction after they've scored 6 straight points. In fact, each team has scored 6 straight to get things started here. Treynor is shooting 2 for 6 for the game. Step back three-pointer is good by Lovely, and Treynor has its first lead at 9-6. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And now we got an offensive foul called on Grundy Center on their trip down the floor. Pete Lebo gets called for the charge, and Treynor will get it back. Spartans need to settle in here. Not let the moment get too big here at this point. We're still early on in this thing. So you got an intentional foul, a couple turnovers, now an offensive foul. Spartans have to hope that things don't start spiraling out of control at this point. Now across half court comes Treynor, working on a 9-6 lead. Coming in here out of the Western Iowa Conference. And a perennial contender here at this state tournament. 2:38 to go in the first quarter. And the Cardinals have it. Top of the key, it's Lauver. Terminates dribble, passes right, finds Lovely, back to Lauver. Stifling defense being played by Grundy Center man-to-man. Three-pointer on the other side. Lovely off the rim and missed. Rebound tapped around. It goes to Grundy Center. Hauled in by Lake Schrage. Here comes Jarofsky across half court. Down floor. Here's a three-pointer. Meester off the rim and missed. Tapped up. Fighting for the rebound. Frisley tries throwing it off of a Treynor defender. Now it's pinball down around, and it's going to be a foul on the Cardinals. Foul on Treynor, their third of the first quarter. All right, 5 on the floor for Grundy Center right now are Davey, Jarofsky, Meester, Schrage, and Riggs Yoder comes in after that dead ball as well. So 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. Treynor 9, Grundy Center 6. And now we got the Treynor players getting some communication from the head coach over on the sideline as one of the officials talks to the scores table here. And now a member of the Treynor staff comes over to the score. No, that's a member of the IHSAA staff, I guess. And now Owen Thomas is getting an explanation from the official at the scores table. Must have been deciding who the foul should be on. It's going to be on number 23. That's Cooper Winchell. And here comes Jarofsky. Run to the point here for Grundy Center. 2:04 to go in the first quarter. Trailing 9-6 against Treynor. Jarofsky skips a pass to the left side. Picked up by Meester. Takes it into the paint. And he travels. And Treynor was packing that paint. Made it tough for anyone to do any work down in there. And the Spartans turn it back over to Treynor. And again, Grundy Center has been scoreless since the 7:07 mark of the first quarter. We're down to 150 at this point. And here comes Treynor, leading 9-6 in a defensive battle. Left side layup is good. Corbin Teen through contact, no foul. Jarofsky passes left, finds Davey. Top of the key, now down underneath, it's Slifer. Looks to work it in the post, but can get nowhere. Zip ball picked up by Jarofsky at the midcourt IHSAA logo. Now takes a deep three, straight on, airballed short. And it's going to be Treynor ball out of bounds. All right. Minute 15 left here in the first quarter. Treynor across half court. Heavy traffic here with Lebo and Davey. Now down underneath. Reverse layup is good. Jude Miska for two. (13-6) Treynor. 58 seconds left first quarter. Davey runs the point. Tip ball picked up by Frisley over on the far side of the court. In front of the scorer's table. Frisley into traffic. And a foul gets called on Treynor. It'll be a blocking foul. Looks like they'll get Corbentine for it. That was the fourth team foul on Treynor, so no more to give. Here for the final 45 seconds of the first quarter. Grundy Center inbounds here. Frisley top of the key. And a fresh shot clock as well. Goes between the legs. Takes to the high post right. Now bounce to Jarofsky. He takes the three and missed it. Rebound chase down by Frisley. Tries throwing it out of bounds off of a Treynor player. Does so successfully. Able to bounce it off the foot of Lovely. And rolled out of bounds to the sideline. It'll stay with the Spartans here with 30.1 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, here we go. Looks like they're going to try to hold for one shot here. Down to 26 seconds left here in the first. Jarofsky's got it just across half court. Dribbles back and forth on the crossover here. Down to 12 seconds. Stops his dribble. Bounces it now to Meester. Down to 7. Throws left, finds Jarofsky in heavy traffic. Tip ball in the air, stolen by Treynor. 2 seconds, they get to half court. Winchell takes a half court shot, hits the top of the backboard, and that is it for the first quarter. Treynor 13, Grundy Center 6. Let's head to the second quarter next.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing.
When it comes to plumbing, heating, and air conditioning, choose Murphy's Heating and Plumbing of Hampton. Check murphysheating.com.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
It's almost time for the second quarter, but the wing eating contest is just about done. Chevy Richardson taking part here for Grundy Center. And it looks like he's going to take home the W. Chevy Richardson, the wing eating champion here for Grundy Center, and the annual tradition after the first quarter here of these state tournament games. All right, let's take a look at some of the first quarter stats. Grundy Center was 2 of 8 shooting, and crazy enough, all of them were from 3-point range. Did not attempt a 2 in the entire first quarter. That's kind of insane. Treynor is 5 for 10 overall in the first quarter, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. And Grundy Center, meanwhile, was 0 for 0 at the free throw line. Spartans have 9 turnovers in the game so far. In the first 8 minutes, Treynor has just 2. Let's see. Also, Grundy Center is out rebounding Treynor 9-2, but it hasn't translated on the scoreboard. 3 points apiece by Braden Davey and Judd Jarofsky, each with a 3-pointer made. Meanwhile, leading scorer for Treynor is Alec Lovely with 5 on 2 of 5 shooting, 1 of 3 from 3. Here we go, underway in the second quarter. And again, Grundy Center has not scored since the 7:07 mark of the first quarter. Now let's see what adjustments they made here during the quarter break with head coach Owen Thomas. Slifer top of the key, he hands off and finds Meester. Just underway here in the second quarter, a 13-6 Treynor lead. Jurovsky was open in the corner left side, but a foul gets called on Miska. Puts Meester on the floor. That'll be his second personal, team's first here of the second quarter. All right, the inbound here to Jurovsky. And a fresh 35 as well, just underway in the second quarter. Jurovsky takes it right, being guarded by Lovely, and terminates the dribble top of the key. Looks to pass, hand off Davey. Looks to the bucket, drives down to the baseline. Looked to attempt a shot, but he ran into a defender, lost the ball on the floor, picked up by Treynor. And that's the 10th turnover of the game already here for Grundy Center, a team that's only averaging like 12 per game. Left side layup, good by Treynor, up and in by Corbin Teen. And we have officially gone a whole quarter of game time between scores for Grundy Center. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Their last score was at 7:07 in the first. Now they throw a turnover, but it's another turnover. Bang, bang. Lovely got the steal, but he had a foot on the sideline. It'll be Grundy Center ball. Wait, hold on a second. I take that back. It's going to be a foul on Braden Davey, actually. So a foul right after the steal, and Grundy Center calls timeout here with 6:56 to go in the second quarter. And a 30-second timeout. I'll keep it right here. It's Treynor 15, Grundy Center 6. So things are not going the way of the Spartans right now, but the good news is it is still early. In the first quarterfinal of the day, Kemper Catholic defeated Union. So Kemper has advanced to the semifinals tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. against the winner of this one. And then our second 2 quarterfinals of the day will be Unity Christian against Western Christian. That'll tip off at 2 o'clock. And then at 3:45, Appleton Parkersburg will take on Iowa City Regina. That one will air here on 99 The Wave. Winner of that one will take on the Unity Western winner. And the semifinal of that one will be at 7:15 p.m. tomorrow. The championship game for Class 2A will be 7 o'clock p.m. on Friday. So whoever makes it to the championship game here in Class 2A will end up playing 3 games in 3 days. Timeout is done with. And Treynor will inbound. I'll toss it up to the right side. Looking to go up by double digits here. Lovely in the paint, through traffic. Layup is missed. Offensive board. And a foul gets called in the putback attempt. It'll be free throws pending now for Dane Gutau. Shooting just 48% of the free throw line here on the season for Treynor. But he is 2 for 2 in the game so far. First one here is good, making 3 for 3. And just like that, Treynor leads by double digits, 16-6. Second one, also good. So the 48% free throw shooter is 4 for 4 in the game so far for Treynor. Imagine that. 6:40 to go here in the second. Treynor 17, Grundy Center 6. Spartans need a bucket bad. Lebo bounces down to the block and finds Frisley. Brings it back behind the three-point line. Crossover dribble, step back 3. Too strong off the rim. Offensive board and a block from behind. It goes out of bounds. Meester got the rebound, went up for the putback, but Lawver rose up from behind and got the rejection. Spartans will inbound here at 6:23 to go in the first quarter. Or in the second quarter, excuse me. And we got a foul here as Slifer gets knocked down to the floor. But he gets called for the foul, actually. There was a collision there between him and one of the Treynor players. Saw it kind of in the peripheral of my vision. And they're not showing a replay here. So that means Treynor will get it back. Here with 6:20 to go in the second quarter. leading 17-6. Cardinals on offense right now. Teen brings it up top of the key and hands off. Now a pass to the left side, caught by Winchell. Stolen to the paint here by Frisley. Here come the Spartans in transition. From right to left, Frisley will pass to Jarofsky. He takes it down to the baseline. A foul gets called on Treynor. Grundy Center is shooting 2 for 10 in the game. 2 of 9 from 3, so they now have attempted a 2-point shot. All of their shot attempts in the first quarter were threes. Here's a wide open 3 by Meester, and it's good. And it comes to the 5:52 mark here of the second quarter. Over 9 minutes of game time between scores for Grundy Center, but that one was much needed. They now trail 17-9. Down to 5.5 to go till halftime. Treynor's got it on offense right now. Lovely, fake the pass to the right, now drives down, left side of the lane. Now underneath, and a rising shot is good. Corbin Teen, baseline jumper is in. 19-9 Treynor, back up by double digits. Spartans back down the other way. Jarofsky off the glass and missed. On a high arcing shot down on the baseline. Treynor gets it back, across half court they come. Three-pointer is airballed short, and Grundy Center lets it bounce out of bounds. That one missed by Cooper Winchell. And Slifer will inbound to Jarofsky. Here we go, 5 minutes to go till halftime. Treynor 19, Grundy Center 9. Frisley passes to Jarofsky on the baseline, now turns around, heads toward the bucket, but stepped out of bounds. Lobbying for a foul call. He thought he got pushed, but the referee says that's not the case. Here comes Treynor on offense. And an elbow jumper up and in by Lovely on the left side. They are now shooting 8 of 15 in the game for 53.3%. Deep 3, Frisley, good. Several feet behind the line. Jace Frisley knocks it down. And the only points in the game for Grundy Center have come on 3-pointers, 4 of them. All from different players. Davey, Jarofsky, Meester, and now Frisley. 4:05 to go here till halftime. Treynor's got it, leading 21-12. Top of the key, it's Lovely. He takes the left and passes down to the corner left side. Lauder thought about the 3, and sidesteps to the right. Looking to work it down to the post. Loose ball picked up by Frisley. Transition opportunity here for Grundy Center. Meester into the front court, now takes it into the paint, lost the ball, picked it up, skips it to Slifer, looks to back it into the post, but shovels it back outside. 3-pointer by Meester, rims out. Tipped around, rebound Treynor into the hands of Lovely. And across half court he comes. Looking to get it inside, however, they keep it around the perimeter for now. Tip ball by Lebo, and picked up here by Lovely. So he ran toward half court. 2 substitutions pending here for Grundy Center, 1 for Treynor. At the next dead ball. Taking it into the lane, Lovely, scooping layup, missed. Put back attempt, also missed. Rebound goes to Slifer. And we got an injured Treynor player. It's 5-on-4 right now. Now the player gets back up. And we got a whistle here. They decided to stop. No, they did call a foul. So they didn't decide to stop play because of the injury. There was a foul on Treynor. So after all that, it will be Spartan ball here with 2:59 to go till halftime. They trail 21-12. Jarofsky, no look inbounds pass. Inbounds it to Yoder. He's got it, had a tip from behind. Now chase it down to the corner. Almost got trapped down there. Frisley, top of the key, spins. Takes it down toward the baseline, stops the dribble, looks to pass, pivoting around. Lobs it into the lane. Schrage missed the shot. Rebound goes to Treynor. Here they come across half court. Top of the key is Lauber. Drives down, kicks the corner. Three-pointer, air ball. And we got a foul here. It'll be Spartan ball. The three-pointer was missed by Finn Miska. So the Spartans will get it back. Treynor down to 44% shooting for the game, 8 of 18. 1 of 6 from three-point range. Grundy Center is 4 of 15 overall, 4 of 12 from three. All right, 2.5 to go till halftime. Grundy Center went about 9 minutes of game time between scores earlier in this first half. Jarofsky holds overhead, now starts his dribble, drives and spins, floats it up with the right hand, and will shoot free throws. It'll be the first free throw attempts of the game for Grundy Center. And Judd Jarofsky heading to the line, shooting 76.7% of the line this year, 15.7 points per game, the team high. And his first of 2 is good. (21-13) Treynor. And it's looking like one of those games that might be a first to 50 wins it type of thing. Might not even get there the way things are going. Second free throw is missed. Rebound goes to Treynor with Lauver. And here come the Cardinals. 2 minutes to go till halftime. Treynor 21, Grundy Center 13. Shot fake by Winchell. Drives down. Layup from the right side is missed. Rebound corralled by Treynor. Here with 1:49 till halftime. And they reset the possession here. Winchell fakes the shot. Takes to the free throw line and stops the dribble. All around the horn, they get it to Lovely in the wing left side. Lob it down into the post. Turnaround shot. Hard off the backboard and missed by Team. Here comes Davies sprinting across half court, right to left. Top of the key, he finds Meester. Takes a 3 and missed it. Rebound goes to Frisley. And a fresh possession here for Grundy Center. Step back 3 is missed by Davey. Tapped out of bounds. It'll be Treynor ball. Treynor basketball here with 1:23 left in the first half. Let's see what the Spartans can come up with here. Down the stretch of the first half, see if they can get a stop and a bucket down to the other side. See if they can maybe cut this down to 6 points or even fewer. Into the lane, step back shot, through contact, miss. Being tapped up in the air. Rebound goes to Grundy Center here with Meester. Now here they come. With 1 minute till halftime, three-pointer in rhythm by Jarofsky is good. His second of the game, team's 5th, and it's 21-16 Treynor. They got a stop and a bucket. It's a 5-point game. After Treynor led by as many as 10. Three-pointer for the answer is rattled down through by Lovely. 24-16 Cardinals. Down the other way, Meester on the baseline. Kick out Jarofsky, another three-pointer, good again! Back-to-back threes by Jarofsky. 24-19 Treynor. 25 seconds till halftime. And it looks like they'll hold for the last shot here. Lovely here at the midcourt IHSAA logo inside Casey Center. Now he takes it right. Skips the pass to the left behind his back. Down to 2 seconds. Lovely deep three with a defender in his face. Off the rim and missed. That one almost went. And that will bring us to halftime. Treynor 24, Grundy Center 19. It's halftime here inside Casey Center.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On The Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready to refresh your bath or kitchen? Murphy's Heating and Plumbing has your perfect match. From stunning showers to modern toilets, explore endless possibilities in Murphy's exclusive vendor showroom. Stop by on Highway 3 East in Hampton or call for your personal showroom tour. Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, transforming your dreams into reality.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.